I'm desperate to see Nigeria war.
No, be desperate.
And because I'm inside, I know it is presently a criminal enterprise. I must dismantle. And that's how Africa is. Because as governor, I can take my state money and come here and buy a house. Buy a house all over the world, and I don't need. So that's what we need to dismantle. If we dismantle it, it will work. There's no reason why we should be where we are. Today, secondary school penetration in Nigeria is 28%. China is 90%. It shouldn't be. We can do more.
So we are waiting to
The governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru El-Rufai, is someone that is never afraid of tackling burning issues amid the situation arising from scarcity of naira notes. Governor El-Rufai has appealed to citizens to caution against joining protests over shortage of cash and attendant hardship. The governor, who insisted that fifth columnists are behind the crisis to scuttle APC's chances in the 2023 elections, assured residents that legal means are being explored to resolve the crisis. Let's share the story.
I had advance intelligence that protests will start in Kaduna tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm appealing to all of you not to join the protests or engage in any violence. Let us know who our enemy is. Our enemy is not us. Our enemy are those fifth columnists in the villa working with Godwin Emefiele to bring this country down. And they will fail. This is a deliberate conspiracy against the APC as the ruling party to be blamed for these difficulties. And this is why we came out and revealed what was going on. And the role of the central bank governor as the evil genius behind this conspiracy. He is being used by some elements that want to bring this republic down. They want to bring this democracy down. They want to cause breakdown of law and order. Why are we expected to change 3 trillion in a matter of weeks? And then you print only 300 billion worth of notes, unless you want to create a crisis. Why would you do that? Only 34% of Nigerians have bank accounts. Only 9% of Nigerians used digital platforms for their transactions. You think that you'll move 34% and 9% to 100% overnight?
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans all over the world. This is the 16th day of December 2022, and we are very, very angry. We are not happy. The news coming from the DSS dungeon from Abuja suggests that the DSS no longer provide food for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in their custody, illegally in their custody. And we have also read in the news that the family of our leader has been able to raise 1 million naira for his feeding. So when we say that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has gone beyond family business and family matter, this is where we come in. So for this reason, from today, the auto-piloted IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be making available every month 2 million naira for his feeding. The reason it is going to be 2 million for his feeding every month will be because we know that the DSS, this some DSS, will be stealing from that money because Nigeria are criminals. The security agents, they are criminals. Most of these people, they will be stealing from the money. So we are going to do everything possible to provide 2 million for his feeding. We don't want them to feed him again. We don't need their feeding. So, but when we provide this money every month, we'll be expecting that at no point in time will they starve Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from today going forward. Thank you, And may God bless Biafrans.
Democratic Republic of Congo.
Sit down, sit down.
I extend my felicitations to our Christian brothers and sisters on this joyous season of Christmas. May the good Lord grant you and all yours unlimited joy and sustained happiness. May His divine intervention grant our dear country Nigeria tranquility, peace, and prosperity. Let us remain steadfast in prayers for a greater Nigeria after the elections of next year that will be a shining example for our present and future generations. Merry Christmas. May God bless you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Let your hope symbolized by this season of celebration also herald our renewed hope in the Nigerian of our dreams. May the joy and the great gift of Christmas be the renewed hope that we can and will forge a better Nigeria with the help and guidance of Almighty God above. May God bless Nigeria, bless you. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Celebrate with all my brothers and sisters across the country, especially the Christians who are celebrating Christmas in this country and even beyond. And I believe this is the time for all of us as Nigerians to come together as brothers and sisters to ensure that all our serious issues, especially the issue of security, the issue of the economy, and so on and so forth.
I don't want to give, any credential, to whatever they are saying. It doesn't distract from the fact that, I was at the convention. I was invited properly, and have an honored guest, position. So, who are they that I need to prove anything to them? How was that? And what's their business? Is that about the high unemployment in this country? Is that about lack of food on the tables and the kitchen of the poor? Is that about electricity that they cannot even properly privatize, blackmailing the honorable minister and forcing somebody to resign because they want to turn it to family patrimony? Is that, the cause of infrastructure that is lacking in this country? Is that, shouldn't we even share knowledge, acquire knowledge, to really understand, what a nation needs?
How prepared are you for next month's election in Ondo State?
We are very, very prepared. The candidates working hard, the party is working very hard. All our structure are in place. And as long as the election is well monitored, policed, and controlled, we are very sure of victory. Study the anthropology of it.
Where are we? No. Political power is not going to be served in a restaurant. It's not served in a la carte. This is what we are doing. It's being determined to do it. At all costs, fight for it, grab it, snatch it.
Yes, sir.
And run with it.
Yes, sir. Jagaban. Jagaban. Yes,
First batch is 25. How solid is the state financially to ensure that none of them will be abandoned?
We put our priority right. We first of all, we engineer our finances. It will be slow in gestation because people are not, naturally will not respond to new creative method of financing. But this is what, this is an innovation, and equally the standard of this building that we are bringing is another pace-setting program for those schools. The funding is not there to take everything in one go, but by managing a good cash management method, we are not going to hold nobody, and we are not going to abandon no project.
Your Excellency, sir, a project like this has to be sustained by teachers who can actually face the challenge. Do you plan to train your teachers to make them use the standard of education and
we will continue to upgrade the teacher training program. Equally, we are going to hire more teachers. Okay? Those who are on temporary appointments will be converted to have job security. This is part of the government program. Put the teacher and the people first. Equally, we will have training the trainers program in information technology. The
single biggest mistake of President Biden is to say the great struggle of the world is between democracies and autocracies. The real struggle of the world is to live together and overcome our common crises of environment and inequality. Different societies have very deep-rooted political cultures. They don't rank on an easy scale that this is the best and this is the worst like we want to do. Solution in a world of different narratives is to speak with each other more. We in the United States, and I say we, what I really mean is our political elites, do not speak with Chinese political elites except to point fingers or to yell at them or to do other things. We certainly don't even shake hands with Russian leaders. When I speak with Chinese senior officials, which I do often, they are the best informed professionals I know in the world. And they believe in professional excellence of a decentralized administrative state. And that political culture is more than 2,000 years old. When I look at my own country, the United States, it is a semi-democratic, white-dominated, hierarchical, racist society that aims to preserve privilege by the elites. That's how it was formed in 1787. It was a slave-owning, genocidal country, killing Native Americans for a white culture. But amazingly, it still looks that way. You can be democratic at home and ruthlessly imperial abroad. The most violent country in the world since 1950 has been the United States. It's been by far involved
Jeffrey,
in more,
stop
wait,
now.
in more
Let's Jeffrey. Jeffrey. I'm your moderator, and it's enough.
Okay, I'm done.
Some are saying Ganduje actually spoke the minds of Tinubu, who vented his anger last week, saying some people want to sabotage my.
I think the problem for APC is exactly the problem that we raised in that Arewa joint committee in Kaduna. If you remember, I asked Tinubu, how are you going to handle this legacy of the president?
Yes.
Because you are going to ask people to vote for APC. No matter what you do, you're going to have a problem explaining to people that you're a continuation of the Buhari administration.
Yes.
Now, so APC has this big challenge. How far should it move away from the president, and how close should it get to the president?
Wow.
And finally, I think Tinubu last week maybe took stock of all these unpopular anti-people policies or developments, anti-people developments arising from either an administration that doesn't care, or the level of incompetence is so intense that people are, the cost of living, the fuel shortage, the Naira exchange at all this time, and what appears to be an insensitive government. And Tinubu said, I know what this is. This is a ploy to get me unelected.
Yes.
Because people will get angry and they will not vote for me because I'm APC.
Yes.
And he said, somebody is planning all these things. Later, of course, he made attempts to say that is not what I meant. But we all know this thing. Whichever way you spin it, the APC, Tinubu's legacy is going to be, Tinubu's prospects are going to be affected by the records of President Buhari.
Okay, by the record of the...
We want to win the election. And since that one will come forth, we seek your blessing and endorsement. And something you cannot reject. I request, because the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces is on seat. How can he be here and you reject it? Thank you very much for your May God bless you.
If government enter my backyard and see crude oil, they say that they are old. What if they enter my backyard and see Igbo? Now, who get them? After you go say me, I no get focus. But I don't yam focus.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get focused. Good morning from here in Cypress, in Houston, Texas. I greet you now plenty, many. Anywhere una go join me from today, tomorrow, 10 years from now, however you allow this to stay, welcome to On Our Politics. Yesterday, we celebrate, we remember, we mark whatever that we did yesterday to come to say, quote unquote, we are 64 years free from colonization, as they would say. But I don't think we are still a conquered people, because as we speak today, if my great grandfather wake up, he will not hear a damn that I'm saying right now. You know, God understand me, you think I'm stupid, and I would think he is also crazy. But some will say that's life. As we say in the hood, we ain't shit. Anyway, so yesterday we talked about the stories as Nigerians. Whatever you say, you are right. You are actually, whatever angle you take. You know, just like the conversation we had yesterday, who they educated by, who know they educated, who get, those are real. I'm pretty sure if you go back to 60 years ago, the same conversation we had been heard. 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So that's the Nigerian story, unfortunately, however you find yourself. But The good thing here is that it's a continuous story. It's a story that is still being told by us this time around. Our forefathers have did the best they could, and they give us this story at this junction. We are still Nigeria, but the story is a continuous one. Where do we take it to before we leave to the next generation? Is the question we should be asking ourselves, individually or collectively. Do we want to continue the story as it's been given to us? Do we want to alter it? And if we want to, how do we alter it? Do we go separate? I mean, every question at this point is on the table. But the best person to answer that question is man in the mirror, as they say. So ask yourself that question. Whatever you arrive at, whatever the answer is, I want to believe that it is where your preparation lies. Right? Because before you say yes, you must have put one or two together, or to arrive at that yes, or you believe in the future. That's the answer you are giving. But today we will continue the same chapter. The future of Nigeria. So I was talking about the future of Nigeria lies in the state autonomy, and or Biafra. Now, Biafra signify. I say Biafra because whether we like it or not, before I go into detail, I want to put it out there. Nigeria will not be Nigeria forever. I mean, I don't think that is the breaking news or the news. There's no way Nigeria will be Nigeria forever, right? That's why it's a story. If we decided to continue the story as been given to us, there will come generation down the line that will say, let's change it. However, that will come, I don't know. But what is before us right now is the Biafra are ready. And it's also a matter of time before them say we have their wish. It might not be this generation, but it is certain the Biafra will eventually have their own freedom, however they defined it. If not any other reason, is because there is other group, the Fulani groups, have been on that quest from day one, even before Nigeria was formed. The Fulani tribe has been on that quest. And whether you like it or not, from outside looking in, they have done remarkably well. But from inside, as a Fulani man, I don't know if they have met their agenda at this point or they are still on the bottom. As far as I'm concerned, yeah. And I can afford to say that because I'm an outsider looking in. The question I will be asking today, what is the agenda of the Yorubas? It's not clear. Because whether we want to talk about it or not, Nigeria is not going to be free forever. It's not going to be Nigeria forever. We were never this, so we are not going to be this forever. So, on that note, let's continue this. Now, there's so many discussions out there. Go back to regional, go back to states. I'm saying no. The real question should, what we should be asking is, every state should have a level of autonomy. Every state should be able to govern his or herself how he or she wants. Able to control his or her resources to some extent. Competition at that level will shape the country called Nigeria. But even at that, cannot see stop what is going to happen. The Biafra will eventually have their country. It is commendable enough, it is brave enough for them to go at it. A lot of people will disagree that they but today it's a conversation, it's a story too that is being it's being told, just like the Nigerian story, right? So these are reality before us, whether we like it or not, it will happen. The question is that is it going to happen in our lifetime? That's what one can say yes or no. But to say that it's not going to happen, to say that Nigeria will be Nigeria forever, is a dream that will never come to reality. To say that Biafra will not happen is a dream too that will turn to a nightmare. To say that the Fulani will not keep encroaching, will not gain more territory, in Nigeria and by extension the whole West Africa, it's also you are deceiving yourself. So the only group of people that I don't see their expansionist tendency is the Yorubas. And lately, I said lately because and when you get power, and that's the benefit of power. When you get, if you don't get power, anything where they give you, anything where you get, they give you. I've been saying this. I said lately because we pay attention to the National Assembly, but in focus, Senator Michael Bamidele, the mob, as the paraphrases the name, Michael Bamidele, his rhetoric from since Bola Tinubu take power has been astonishing, unless you are not paying attention, right? And I don't blame him, right? I don't blame him for taking the position he's taking. The latest one is him opposing regional government because of fear of Biafra. Again, which supports my argument that Biafra will happen. It's just a matter of time. Right? Rhetoric like this will always enforce and encourage and energize the Biafran struggle. But I am not against him for actually coming out to say whatever he says. It's only fighting for their own interest. Before then, it may be a question of how because of the position, the physical location of the Southwest, they're in a better position to actually absorb and control everybody. And that's happening already. So it's a struggle, whether we like it or not, that has take roots before independence, that has roots before amalgamation of Nigeria. But one again will argue that that's how the world works. That's how the world works, right? That's why, again, I am not going to blame the Fulanis for having the kind of ambition they have. In the jungle, if you don't have, if you, the only way to survive is to be the strongest, to be the baddest, to be the, however you want to frame it, that's the only way you can survive. Some Oyibo will tell you, say, only the paranoid survive. The likes of John Meshama will tell you that the only way in America, the only reason America is in everybody's business is for their own survival. So so if you don't have the ambition of a conqueror's ambition, expanding ambition, you expose yourself to be conquered. You slave yourself to be taken advantage of. That's how the world is, unfortunately. It's all about survival. Even Buhari said talking during the administration, the competition of pretty much a race competition. I say for example, it's a race of superiority. This one goes in now with the superpowers. Yoruba goes in now with the superpowers. Everybody, so it's the same way it goes even in America. So I'm not blaming them for holding that kind of having a mindset. And also, I'm not against the Biafra to say, come on, if we don't take this stand, it go over for us too. We better fight and finish than maybe we sleep, maybe we finish. However you want to interpret it, this is where we are. With the minority, we say we have to survive one way or the other, right? That's our own secrets. Whether we like it or not, we might not survive long enough like the other big man tribe, but we will survive, and we'll make sure we survive as long as we can. The continuation of the Nigerian story, ladies and gentlemen. Freeman Ika A Kotonyi, I mean, mano, destroy anyone. I Biafra name. We are already Biafran land. I think I think the problem. I think again is about land. It's about the land. If there is only thing where God know they create again a land, right? For those who believe in a God, they create everything, right? If there's anything that God doesn't create anymore, is land. So all this struggle, all this survival of the fittest, now land. If you don't have land, you will not survive. You know, be fish, you know, be bird that you survive on that sea or on top of it. So it is all it's about. You need the more you reprocreate, the more you expand, the more you will need land. So that's why I said it will happen. The Fulani we get their wish one way or the other. If Biafra will have their way one way or the other. But guess what? When I say either that during our time or not our time, that cannot be the time. But the only thing that is constant is that the land will still be there. So now land, it's always about land. Anywhere you see war is taking place, it's all about land. Anywhere you see extinction taking place, it's all about whatever that nobody defines. I want to occupy the Atlantic Ocean. It doesn't happen. Gaza, yeah, Israel, Palestinian, na land. America come taking the adventure to the American land that we live today. It's all about the land. And again, this is where two Nigeria come into play. The day the Western world, their land no good for them again, and they find say the survivor they Africa. That day all of them they go. Where will they go? I don't know, but when I go. That's another part, right? When you see two Nigeria, the paranoid, they always on top of his game about security, right? At that point, it doesn't matter if you're a Biafran, if you're a Fulani, if you're a Yoruba, you are going. Where you they go, I don't know, but they will send you somewhere. Go ask the people, the Americans, the people where they this United States of America, the land called the Americas, all the way to Brazil, to Argentina, to anywhere. Go ask go back, just go. All you need to do, take trip back to maybe 500 years ago. 500 years ago, just like go. I know these days I know they trust Google, but go deep down the rabbit hole, find out how the world was 500 years ago. You say you go surprise, maybe that be your Biafra land, you know they there before. But what am I saying? What am I saying? If the superpower, the Chinese come wake up one day, because man, their land is no longer viable. They can no longer survive there again, either because they don't too overexploit them or chemical don't exploit something don't. Okay, the land is no longer habitable, and God go on help them because Africa still they very much habitable. About that you are going. As I said, I don't know where you go, but you go. And they don't need to come before you go. Anywhere they will make sure you come out before they ever land. Now, that's another side of where I am coming to the conclusion that whether we like it or not, this thing will happen. Biafra will happen, whatever the flying one will happen, whatever anybody wants will happen. I said that because as we focus on fighting ourselves, doing, like, I don't even know what is wrong with us at this point. People should pay attention to the policy drafters around the world. Pay attention to what economic forums, what the agenda is about. These are no longer conspiracy theories. You can go there and read up everything. Go and pick up any regional trade organization treaty. Go pick it up and read it in details. What am I saying? The goal of the one, if you hear the conspiracy theory of one world order, Big Brother, all those, if you pay attention to that kind of level of argument, it is not really to control the whole world. Of course, it's going to be pretty much impossible to do. But the policies means what you eat, how you live, what you do, like whatever that is responsible directly for your survival. That's pretty much what policy is about. You draft policy to actually control those things or to make it available for everybody. So, and if you pay attention around the world, corp- corporations are beginning to take over everything. If you come America, the media space, past like maybe 5 to 10 families they run around. Big pharma, all these big pharma, big this, big, and it's coming to Nigeria, right? People no longer go to farm, so farm product and everything is going to be provided by corporation, few corporation, right? And it's not just happening in Nigeria. That's why I say pick all the trade agreement, regional, and read it. They don't change the law of patent. Now we know understand all those patents. Once you find something or you produce something, you put your name to it, bomb. Now you go to do anywhere that they do and they go to pay. They have changed it to instead of years. Now pretty much 50 to 100 years. When you have a pattern for like forever, now it will be. That product, nobody else go to replicate and nobody else no, so it's going to be only you. So that's pretty much what they are doing all over the world. So the goal is to conduct a few people to control the policy all over the world. Why we control our government. So it doesn't matter if you are democratic, you want to use the military power, whatever way you want to govern yourself. Maybe African go govern themselves. Maybe also some people say they want to govern themselves. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But how you survive within that system of government you choose depends on those corporations. Now, this might sound as if I'm talking jargons. It might not happen between our time, but that's what is coming. That's what is coming. And how do you control those things? Now, the land. You can stay in it. Just like, I mean, the typical example, we get all here, but not be our own. Just to bring you a little bit of understanding if I'm going too far. We got oil, but nobody will they run now. It's being run from outside. So before you go, so that's what is going to happen. If your own line, if you farm. Now say now for yourself, if you go farm now, you if you go farm again because you first they gun people did there. All those gun people then go. But even after they don't go finish, you can't see farm. Guess what? Because the people now are children, they don't have idea how to go farm all those kind of things. They are way far away, but they don't even need them. What do you want to go to farm for? Just like I in America here. If you cook, in fact, why you won't cook, you won't ask yourself in the first place. If you are not a family man, if you know their house, you look like they live like me. Why you won't cook? You don't even need to even go to a restaurant and sit down and eat. Just drive through or just sit down for anywhere you're there, but the guy will come meet you. So the upside of that is all this. So by the time they don't magnetize you to start living that kind of way, so the farms have no day for you. So the idea of Nigerian space is going to produce the largest number of user generation begin to cripple in because you have young people, healthy people who cannot do anything. They are not busy, they are not needed. What do you want to do? Before they go work for farm so that people will eat. Right? Fast forward to a couple of years ago, you don't need to go farm again. All you need to do now to go office. Right? Enter factory, enter warehouse, enter classroom. People go eat. Today, you don't need to do all that. You don't need to go to fire, you don't need to go to classroom, but people go see eat. So as you can see, say gradually, numbers of people are being left behind. Now, not be say the world is all going to be bad like that. Just like those who don't jackpot will say, well, thank God they don't escape, Abby. So those who can afford because it's not going to be free. Those who can afford that kind of society at that point, they're not going to understand. They go say, yeah, the world is a beautiful place, just like today. If you go read Enlightenment Now by Steven Pinker, you think the world we are already living in the heaven that the Christian promised us. You think we are already living in it? If you read that book, Enlightenment Now, you're right. What the heck? You know that you understand that some people from the day one of their life they don't even understand. Say actually people they we no get light. So when it is future because according to him, pretty much everybody in Africa has a phone, iPhone. So for that reason, well, we are here. We are at that promised land that we all promised that heaven is on earth. That's it. So you will find a situation like that. Like when Jackpot was there, well, people, you don't escape. So even at that time, people will see they live lives. So just now, I mean, in Nigeria, as bad as that, some people see they that's bad Rolls Royce give people happy. So it's not going to be all doom and as at the phantom, but the majority, it will be obvious. The majority will be left out. Point and blank. So at that time, all this agitation will get more support. When you have people, when the administration of people are becoming too out of control, now people know they suffer. People know they suffer. If you think in Nigeria and they suffer, go and read the history of Germany, which is still very recent. I say recent because now like during between First World War and Second World War, then you will understand why Hitler was able to did whatever he did. How he get support. Because people they have how he get support. Go and read the history of Germany. And they were doing okay before the thing happened to them. But nobody say like they were war of course for them to even actually stage a war, go into a war that pretty much be classified as a world war. They will be industrial power too on their own right. But after the rest of the war, after Germany, France, after France, England, and the United States deal with them finish, just go read about their life. With the crash, $1 now 1,000, everybody scream. At a point, one German mark is equal to $4 trillion. Like $4 trillion in every sense of the world. So if you get trillion, if you are a millionaire, if you are 100 million for house, you wake up overnight, all your 100 million now only breakfast you will feel buy for you. That's it. So it's no longer the poor get poorer. Even the rich self, they are worthless. That's where the administration went out of control, and they were still paying debt. So you can understand how Hitler was able to rise and mobilize, and everybody key into whatever that is offering. Whatever it is better than where we are. We are dying anyway. So let's just go and die. So that's exactly it. That's how the agitation, the separate will get more support. The government will begin to lose money because the government all they want to do is to hold on to their tax brackets. The few things that is making them, So that's what is before us. That's what is before us. Especially now when the world is pretty much the power, the monopoly power is no longer be relying on the America, but we are 100% in America's control. So by the time the administration of people, the stuff will go out of control. Maybe when the Chinese and the Russia are doing well by the people that they are in control of, more population will be screaming for the federal government to have an American way to go with the Russian. And that's another problem entirely. How will that end? We don't know. So it's no longer that we need people who are upright, people who are patriotic, people who are futuristic to actually mobilize the majority and fight and take over control of power. Now, even if you take power, it's going to be useless unless you're ready to sacrifice millions. When I mean millions, millions of people. Many people will not tell you. Many people will not tell you. Those millions of people that were sacrificed during the Civil War, That is the cause. That is what the Biafran has to give up. But they don't want to frame it like that. To keep Nigeria together as the world empire wanted, that much millions of people had to be sacrificed. If you don't understand what I'm trying to say, go and read the history of Indonesia. People quick to make Indonesia as an example. Indonesia, we started together. Today, da, 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 da. Go and read their history. They got independent before us in the 40s, but that's not an excuse. But when the American empire, when America decided to say this is our territory, we want to make this place our business empire, what did they do? They had to sponsor somebody to come and take power. Jaku in 1965, the same period when Kuzev they happened for Nigeria, right? They just had their own government independence, 1947, I mean 1949. Coup happened in the 60s, so then about just let's say after 10, 15, 20 years, around between 6 years, everything will begin scatter. But what happened? Now the CIA nicely sponsored the coup, making sure that the person will play with to the enter power. And that's exactly what happened. But what they will not tell you is that how many millions of people were just sacrificed for them to have their man in power. And that man ruled for how many years? From 60, I think he came into power like 67. Sudan death in mid-90s. How they take Komotan for power now? See the same people, the same American empire, the same CIA that put the banana, they take them out. How? After I don't open the whole country for them, you understand? After that, we open the whole country for them. All their business, they begin to build empire. That's what Malaysia is Malaysia as Indonesia. Now the forces will build the empire, we did it with that. They nobody say that they did that. So in America, that's how they operate. Now, when the man begin oppose IMF policy, that is don't do too much. And then while as that, now who's them come out? I mean, these people have the same faith, but when they are telling you their story, they will give you the soul. They are more. So people have to sacrifice. Millions will die. Go read it by Indian people. So these are we don't enter that stage. Why I say that? Because the Western empire don't run everything. So in order for you to develop, that means are those empires, are those companies expensive? Are they just going to live in peace? No. They will start drama. They will begin sponsor parties. They will begin sponsor third fifth colonies. They will begin. That's how it's done. They will make sure that you never stand a chance in being yourself. But we will see if you win. If the majority understand the goal, that this is what we need to fight. Not for us to take care of our own first. All those people will make it hard for us internally. We'll take care of them. Then we'll face the external. But it's going to be glory, just like what Kwame Nkrumah said in 1963. That when the neoliberal, when they come back, the experience that we are going to have under them is going to be worse than what our grandparents received under them during the economy. But another thing where they know they didn't tell us is they only tell us, 1914, when they arrived in Nigeria. So, no. Why they start there? Because that is when pretty much this is some resistance. Millions have been displaced, killed before 1914. These people don't consider with us. They destroyed the Benin Empire in the 1800s. So they just can't destroy and go like that. No, they stayed. That's when they begin to wreak havoc every year and there. I'm glad that Wale Ogun is coming to Dr. Damiji on Sunday. So if you think say the negotiation where the Awolowo and the rest did, that we can do that easy, then I lie. They mend a lot of people, then destroy a lot of people. So the question we should be asking ourselves, why Awolowo, why Zik, why Tafawa Balewa and the rest. What about those people who are the opposite end of the spectrum? So millions, they will want to sacrifice millions to still keep their empire going. Okay? But how many are we ready to sacrifice? Biafran sacrifice quote unquote 3 million, but they still not let them go. Still not enough. That's what it means. Still not enough. And another thing that people know understands, those millions did not die by gun necessarily. That's starvation. Starvation. Go and study China's their own history too. Kenyans are another good example. Now starvation. Imagine that time. Majority of the people in Nigeria are farmers. Oh, they are farmers. Majority of the Southeastern people are farmers. But the Western world was still able to starve them to death. I say the Western world because food were still being given either side, but they just they tweak and to teach some people a lesson. So fast forward to tomorrow where we know the FIFA again. And begin start. Everybody go out to run enter bush. You go there bush, but you know if you do anything. I'm talking about our future children. Because they have no idea how to do all those things. So just imagine how many will die. So that's our future. That's the Nigerian story that is await us. And however we want to have. Because it's obvious that we don't want to live together. And that is not that will not just start today. Forget what they tell you. There's a reason why that negotiation now start our freedom. It is because they've never agreed to live together. They don't have anything in common in the first place. And if you look at history now, because we know they study history. When the Southeastern people study the history of the Usman Danfodio Empire, how they take come all the way from the come. I mean, who wants to? Then if you now look, so everybody get it. So they have never agreed to live together since in the 1800s. Never agreed to live together. So even the amalgamation too. They have to kill a lot of people that don't agree to that. They have to destroy a lot of powers, a lot of obas, emirs, shehus across the length and breadth of Nigeria, north and south. They have to kill a lot of people, powerful men and women who don't agree. Until those who decide to say, what choice do we have? They put their own preference, so they agree for that amalgamation. But as far towards independent, they never say agree to. Those races survive, they no agree. But they no get choice. To understand this, go and study the history of Europe, the European Union. European Union now smash their head together. Because it doesn't make sense, right? Where after the First World War, the whole world conspired, blame Germany, saying that Germany caused them. All the destruction that took place all over the world, saying that Germany caused them. For that reason, they got to punish them. They collect all their colonies, destroy their industry and all that. But less than maybe 30, 20 years later, they don't come back together as one voice. They form a cartel over steel, over, you understand, they form, no. Why? Because an American forced them. They don't get choice. Most of the constitution in Europe is written by America. They know, especially that of Germany, America, right? They don't get choice. They have to force them. That's why even up till in the 60s, 70s, 80s, there's still clash between the Americans and the British and the French, pretty much across all their empire. So now the same thing. Forcing us together means anybody way to stop all them. They come out for road. That's not easy thing. Doesn't matter who you are. Until they're able to get willing and loyalists, then we can get our independence. And that tension is still there. It doesn't matter who is going to come. 60 years ago now, because in man are gone. That's why people like Ojuku had to do that way. Today, now pretty much one would say media. And that's why you see Nnamdi Kanu. And again, you are not seeing this kind of action, tendency, characters in the north because they have the upper hand. What's the point when you are winning? What's the point when you are winning? Land-wise, you are getting more land as we progress. Politically speaking, you are getting more power. So what's the point? Money-wise, finance-wise, you guys are sitting pretty much at the top of the game. So you are not going to see character like this. So when you see people like Senator Bamidele coming in, that is their own way of the West coming in to say, come on. Nobody say, we no free talk. Now because we know the power, now we have the power. We can design how we want the Southwest to be. First of all, we need the Southwest Development Commission. Down there, they argue around. We'll get that. The next push is going to be Lagos State autonomy. They want to give Lagos State autonomy. That's how it was before anyway. And you know the funniest thing? You know I like this game. No matter how you want to see Nigerians, how we act like a conquer people. The few characters who no one follow status quo, they do it in a brilliant way, right? Because if you look at the intellectual angle of the Southeast, you cannot pinpoint them. You cannot say this is it, this is it, this is it. But shit is getting done. Because to identify a character like Nnamdi Kanu and supported him and empower him and just keep him to this level, it takes there's something we walk in, you know, that is down our view that we cannot see right now. Then in the northern too, they brilliantly just achieving their aim quietly, silently, violently. Every mean is on the table, but in a way that you cannot pinpoint all of them at the same time. You know, and they identify. So the political elite understand that, the business elite understand that within the Southeast, they identify and empower somebody who doesn't have anything to lose, who you cannot punish him in that regard in terms of wealth, whatever that we him does. The same thing if you go to the north. You can't see character like Shehu Gumi. What are you going to do like Shehu Gumi? Now you are coming to Senator Bamidele. Man is from Ekiti. Ekiti is one of the abilities of Nigeria as a state. Ekiti has nothing to offer to the country as far as today's Nigeria is concerned. So they have to bring somebody there to be their spokesperson. Now, what we say, oh, why not talk of Igbo? That's a different case. The Igbo don't have in time past. The empower now is not needed. Right? Maybe if I saw to 20 years from now, when they know the power has to rotate back to their side again, if Igbo is still with us, they go empower. If not, another character will be built. But they empower now. They are going about it intellectually, right? That's why you see the characters like Bamidele. Who to vote them into power now small, because state where you come from now, as I said, they have nothing to offer to the country, and they are very few, so it can easily be manipulated to come back all over and over again, as long as the agenda is still on the move. But as somebody who is from the minority, I don't give a fuck what they do. I want state autonomy. That's the only way I can survive. Everybody in a survival. Biafrans are fighting for their survival. They are looking like, come on, in the next 200 years. Can I say, okay, don't, nah, man. That's what they are looking at. They are looking at 12 years from now. And as they say, nah, that's what they are. Then the full animal, they say, come on, 200 years from now. Come. This is the one they take pot from everywhere. They go as I want. So, and they live natural as I want. I like the way the Fulanis live. They live with nature. They live with nature. As human beings, you are not supposed to live on the land. You are supposed to live with the land. Move around. Don't just stay one place and destroy the place, and you can't accuse every time they can that they are responsible for climate change. No, not you. Move around. So they are looking at 200 years from now. Come on. Would that be a way of life for me? And that's what they are fighting for. As I said, I don't understand the Yoruba game. There used to be everybody business. They don't come colonize my village. But I say, I don't know who's having the upper hand in my village now. But the point I'm trying to make here, everybody is fighting for their survival. So as somebody who is from the minority tribe, the only way we can survive is for Mukuna give us our monasteries, give us our own state autonomy. I'm not saying I'm not going to be under Nigeria. No. Just like it's practiced anywhere in that part of the world in America, every state gets its own laws. Let me be in control of what is mine, my own land. It was so hard for that. Give me my own land. That's it. If I say, I won't call the market to myself, or call me. So the Nigerian story should change for its survival. Are we going to survive as a people? For the land we survive. The land from north to south, west to east, the land will be there. For who is going to occupy that land is what we are fighting for. So it's a survival. And is not a birthright. Now we did there now. You know me, now we go there 50 years from now. If you say that Chinese people go occupy, as I said earlier on, if they wake up tomorrow, yes, whole China, they don't use nuclear weapon destroy them. But they are still surviving strong. And the fish in Africa, and I go be the way you are going. I don't know where you are going, but you will go. You go somewhere. It doesn't matter if you Biafra, no. If you be Fulani, if you be Nigeria, if you Yoruba. When the Western power say they are survival, it solely depends on physical living in that space called Africa, Nigeria. My brother, you are going. As I said, I don't know where you they go, but you they go. Ah. So, Freeman, I here we do. Let's take a break. Don't talk for 1 hour. I'm not drinking water. I'll smoke too much, so that's I'll reset my brain. Let's take a laugh.
Just before we won the elections and got sworn into office, no thanks to the NBA conference in this same Lagos, in this same venue, I pinned down and trended the internet for almost a month for wearing sneakers to your... I thought that will be the last time I will be invited or I will speak at your conference. However, it is revealing to see that wearing sneakers or not is not a requisition to be at NBA events. Actually, I was the hottest revelation. I could remember the famous Nigerian author, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. When we were holding the conversation up here, She was busy taking my pictures, and I was wearing my Mango Park suit. I had to retrieve my.
I like Shetima, Shetima know who to target and why. How do you introduce yourself to a community that are not that don't know who you are? When I mean the community that Chimamanda serve, bourgeois. I don't know how to. Those are kind of different breed of young people. Even though yes, she appeal to pretty much all age, but are fanatics, people who see her as God, are young people who who are nerds and shy. But of course, the entire feminist community. So that's the target without joke. He was hoping that Chimamanda would get it, would pick it up and write something about it, or speak about it, or do something about it. And that will pick few people within that community interest who want to know who is this clown, who be this man said. You know, again, like, as God talk about, I've been a Bible. Those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. That's what the man is doing. Florence, oh, nothing is given, bro. Freedom is taken. God bless you. God bless you. The question where I for like as Ojuku, General Ojuku is I'm not saying this to disrespect him, but now one of the I mean worldwide, I think he's one of the few generals. I use the word few who can hit their chest that as a general I went to war. Real war. Yeah, you can say he lost. No be all the generals in the America, no be all of them they get how many of them don't win war? All the war they fight they lost. Yes, you can say the aim we carry them go that what they achieve, but in terms of the sense of it, say they lost. I mean, from you name it, from Iraq to everywhere they go, that they always. So I respect Ojukwu as a general who actually went to war. Nobody saying Nigerian war several. He took a whole nation on, a nation that has the superpower backing as at that time. So I respect him. If to say I listen to I read the biography, I did listen to Ram. It's fascinating during that time when I would just listen to Ram. I would just imagine the kind of people that he argues with, he debates with, he converses with. A very clean guy. So the question where I for like as if I meet Ojubu, I will ask her, like my coach will always say to me, Coach Andreas Lenatados, that's his name. So you don't go to competition because there is competition. You go to competition because you are ready. I for like ask Ojuku, sir, do you think that is the right time, that day, that moment that you take that decision? And I expect him to say yes or no. Then I want to know, he will not go to give me detail why it's yes or why, okay, maybe I could have waited or maybe I could have gone before now. Those are the things I really want to, I'm curious about. So, yes, it will come. Not by force, of course, because you really want to, you go in your own way now, a lot of things. A lot of people will lose, and they don't want to lose like that, just like America they do now. I don't think they want to give up the world like that. They will be scatter everything. Scatter everything. They don't throw nuke. one new. You just got that small new here and there. Everybody reset, get sent back. Ah, man, what a time to be alive! I know, like I mean, what is the more you work less and pay attention to the world, the more you know it's a fun place. It's not job with it. You understand the accuracy of animal farm. The all men are equal. That's interesting thing. We've come a long way, we human, and I don't think we are close. We still have a long way to travel. So we need another part of the conversation is that dual sovereignty, states having their own autonomy. It will go a long way to reduce the tension that everybody is witnessing today in Nigeria, and also increase competition. Isn't that what how they raise us when I raise or how the America raise us? America raises also. We're gonna keep that in mind. We are more Americans than any other blacks I think of in the world. Whenever the people they ask, what Nigeria so loud? Why we say for Africa now we dig gaga? That's American spirit. That's American spirit. Unless say that maybe that because I did like competitive environment, literally the sense of it. America, that's America. And that's what make America America. That's why when that's where you live in, you they live for real America. And when you go to try, when you go come up for your eye, you go just see people carry big flag attached to their house, to their car, flag of big car. That's the arrogant. And I say America and there. Nobody say they travel anywhere. Nobody they threaten them. Mexico's the fact they don't exist. Canada self, now they was back. Canada na their house dogs. But you can see that you go just see them when they come. These people, anywhere you go to Tennessee, go to Rhode Island, go to North Dakota, just you name it. As I travel as well with all this. So that's the America raised us. So why can't we just follow through? We are doing so far individually. We like to compete. We like to come first. We like to brag. We like to dance the best. Let's take it to state level. This brings me back to the conversation I was having with Man of Prestige and the rest of the guys yesterday. Let's go. Abokina don't get school pass us. They don't. So let's go. Let's go to competition. Give every state autonomy. We go to build the pop come Abuja every year. Let every state run as we will not run this parliamentary being state government system. No, we won't walk out our power and go back to Oba Palace. We carry governance back to Oba Palace. We turn Osadebe Avenue to workshop. All our engineers, cyber experts, and social engineers, everybody should go and work in Osadebe Avenue, be bringing ideas for how to turn our state the way we want it. No one do our state as London or as Lagos or as Abuja. We want to design it as we know it to be. And I believe the Borno Empire want to show their skill too. After all, the Inewi people say I don't get money pass. And I know say they go on flex. Let's go. Let's go. That's what we should be encouraging. Fuck regional. Let's go state autonomy. Let's go. No state is left behind now. No state is left behind. The Ekiti people can brag that they have out of every 5 people you see, there are 3 PhD holders. Let's go. Everybody use Abuja as an excuse. Abuja the end house. Let's go for state autonomy. Fuck regional governance. Let's go there. See how we won't compete and see how we will survive. The tension will drop. We will focus on competing. I'll focus on recreating what Benin used to be. The Anambra will tell you, yes, will tell you what money cannot do it as a Nigerian. More money can do it in a way. Abi, the kind of go say, don't worry, go they make Africa. They go tell us, don't worry, we get her, we go do her, we go like. That's what we want. That is the American spirit that we adopted. The American raised us. That's how it is in America. If you go read the story, how Minnesota, how they take get the bid to build the Mall of America, you'll be surprised. Now talk of what was a fight. Then if you not bring out to the counties, how community they? I mean, Tokwe live in Texas. Tokwe live close to. I mean, Tokwe live in one of the richest local government in the world as we speak, close to Frisco. That's where make I open your secrets more. Frisco is the fastest growing and richest community. No, well, maybe I don't say richest. Richest, you have to talk of the Virginia, the Richmond, Virginia, but one of the fastest fucking growing the local government in the whole fucking world. It's right there. That competition, let's go. Miami say, fuck in New York. We are taking the financial power away from New York. Then they bring everybody back to New York. Texas say, you know what? California is fucking too expensive for you. Bring your company here, we'll give you tax free. We know they collect tax from Texas. Bring it here. California say, everyone as they go, we have the best weather. Fuck it. If you want to come and say you have to pay for it, let's do it. This idea of regional governor, fuck regional. Fuck regional governance. Let's go for state autonomy. That time, instead of man of president come tell me say Southeast they no go pass the whole Aboki them. You can go tell him go brag with him. That time Aboki go tell you say shut up, your governor na me give you, na me put on there. Which can book you know? Like that's what we want. This is what we want. This is if you look at the generation, the Zoomers, right? The Gen Zs. With the millennial, we see they be like our fathers. We move up and down, see they do tribal stupidity. The Gen Zs and the Zoomers, that's what they want to do. I mean, we see some Almajiris where they build a electronic vehicle for Borno. They will tell you, say you say you go you Okechukwu and Ademola, una go advert and they might say, "Abi, I'm gonna come now. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go." But no, we dey fight for regional. With the regional bullshit. I know people say I will be president. I can turn the whole country to a presidency machine. How? You know, tell us. Concozo go dey walk out from one village to village. I will build school for everywhere. School no dey again. Michelle Obama say no go school. Come, I'm sorry. Kamala Harris say don't go to school. Come, you will still get job where they pay doctor big money. Nobody cares about school now. School in your hand. Once you have a phone, you can go as far back as second century. You can as well go back as far as future into year 2003 million, whatever you can, after you can go. Nobody cares about forwards of the conventional way of education no more. No. So Congo, we need to talk. We need to restrategize that building school everywhere. So we need to build workshop everywhere. So let's advocate for state autonomy, state sovereignty, and see how we go turn the world attention to focus on us when they say Benin people take their creativity to digital another level. That they see Alemanziri for Kano, they redesign how fabric should be do technology. Like that they see Abama, they revolutionize the way business should be like. The world will say, "What the fuck is going on in this country? Like, what did they go for Borombo?" That's what Nigerian should be. That's what we should be fighting for. No, everybody they fight for tribe, region. You are not going to get it. It's too late. Nobody cares about your tribe and region again. Everybody careful now. My mama no need to hear which they talk for inside my room with my babe. Everybody careful. Everybody is on his own. So is what you regional, fuck regional. Let every state go into competition. I mean, maybe not because I go into sports. I mean, if I go national sports festival, it's a flex. It's a flex. I don't know when you come over Lagos. You'll be really Amoiko. if you remember, you understand the phrase "Eko for show." Eko for show. Eko for show because anytime we go National Football Festival, when Lagos come, you go know say Lagos come. Of course, they get money now. They have the best uniform, a big like their value, like everything just there. But na only show when competition starts, we know they see them. You go they look for them. Where are the Lagos athletes? So they call them. But guess what? It built some kind of rivalry, healthy rivalry within the within us. A lot of dope athletes had to relocate to Kano because they could not compete in Benin, and the Kano State give their contract. That's how it will be. When any state do any breakthrough, one state go say, come and say do that thing now. Mona come help us do it. Mona come show us. Mona come educate. Like we don't need the outside world to actually get the world attention. And before you know, we will begin saying no to all this nonsense we they tell us. When you give states regional autonomy, they no go fit punish us like that. If we decide to go against their will, they cannot punish us. Because I never come to you, Abi. Man of president, am I exposing Tokwe? I don't give Tokwe address now. I don't even know where Tokwe house is. I don't even know where in the. I don't know the in this area. Even you too. All these Nigerians. We will call they will call they we cannot even they cannot relate to we with the street. Tokwe, you know along Kemi, along Kemi. Along Kemi for Akoka. You know if you know those places. Now who would be all those places? Man of prestige. You live your own come. I don't need to doubt. You live in one of the richest states in the world. Then in general, so but the point I'm trying to make, it is the competition between the states that give California that status being the richest state in the world. It is the competition between the South, the North, the states that give the attention that Texas as a state is getting now. Like I don't understand. Now when I begin, the first time I hear say America could physically take 1 million people and nothing will say happen. And now when I begin travel, like if you for the past like what these 3 days now, I've been at 1 week. I was in Dallas, San Antonio, San Marcos, and Houston. This place where I mentioned a low, I don't know. That's if it becomes Nigeria landscape. No, let me not assume Nigeria, but at least the whole South. But now one state. But guess what? The competition within the state alone blew my mind. Like I see Austin, like as far as I'm concerned, I'm sorry, Madam Dallas, Tokwe. Dallas used to be my favorite city, but God damn it, man. Austin don't take over, man. It's the most beautiful state as a city. I don't visit so far, and I don't try. I don't visit plenty cities. I'm going close to 100 cities. What am I trying to say? The competition between and now, Austin are state capital. Houston are the energy, the hyper financial base of. I mean, Dallas. I don't know how to classify that one. They are going when Man of Prestige was telling me about San Antonio. I was like, okay, this is just 1 hour 30 minutes away. Actually, I need to talk about I just drive. No. But I miss them. I don't know because there is no. This is like let's say 2 hours drive from Houston to San Antonio. I don't know because everywhere in a city, everywhere don't join. Just like if you go to Minnesota, where they call it Twin Cities, St. Paul and Minnesota, you know go know. These are two cities we don't develop together. Come to Dallas and Fort Worth, right? The DFW area, they join together. So in the next 30 years, those that understand, in the next 30 years, I think the whole Houston, Dallas, San Antonio also will be one state. Like, you know, we'll see bush anywhere. Everywhere will be covered with human and, I mean, as George Collins would describe America, everywhere in American supermarket, everywhere in a store. everywhere in a supermarket. So, you say, why am I exposing Tokwe as a money bag in Texas? They expose then Nigeria, they expose Nigeria. Nigeria, they expose themselves. Now the day where they attend those in that area talk where they say I did 2 streets away from the street. Now they hear in name. You were madam where they always declare. That's when a Yoruba woman, they know they hide. You cannot hide Yoruba person. They must do party. They must someone will do party. Top way do party for the whole county because Tinubu win the election. You know tell you that one. So the competition between these two cities, it doesn't matter say Houston get oil, then Dallas don't give a hoot. So there is strict competition, and you can tell it is not about race. They know themselves. I mean, as they travel within the city, you can see the people they different though. That's the beauty of America. People don't say that much. The more you travel, every state is what I mean is different. Human being, people, their character, their way of life, their culture is different, but the infrastructures are the same. You go see Walmart for everywhere. You go see West Fargo for everywhere. You go see natural. What anything you see all this in the market, regardless of how even though the states are small as Maine or it's as huge as California or Arizona or Texas, or it's as deserted as Montana or North Dakota. All the infrastructural development are the same, and a competition bring that, right? Before you get Walmart to come to North Dakota, you have to show them something. You have to give them some incentive, right? When one of my boss, why they work for county, but where they tell us how some companies they come, and Walmart they come to their county, what this need to go in, why this area and as also family house you go to see, why they wait 10 years before they allow a barber shop to come this place, why they wait 10 years before they allow McDonald's, why they no want Chick-fil-A, like all those things. Now just their strategy, it go plays into competition because we have to wait, you have to wait the other local government across the street, wetin dem dey do, right? Either to outdo them or to do like that's what the that's why you find out the 99% of the lake in America are man-made lakes. All things got in the name of competition. So why don't we go there? That's what I expect our elite to be fighting for, especially the minorities. We be saying I don't get the media self, but instead they are collaborating with our problem. Our problem now is Yoruba and Igbo people, but they are collaborating with them. So cessation, Biafra as a country, the Fulani, they are not going anywhere. So hence, you see where their focus is, right? And every day, the more I research about human, we as people, and how we make us the way where we did, politically speaking. I understand why Biafra can never die. I don't know why. That's why I believe that Biafra will be a success. We don't just know when. And I 100% believe that the Hausa Fulani movement or the Islamic movement will take over Nigeria. Might not be 100%, but 70% is a sure banker. But if we will look at it, if you want to look at it from that angle, the Christianity is fading off. right? I was listening to Dr. Damages on last week Saturday. He was talking. I mean, I can't, man. At times, at times I go watch the show. I go listen to us. I will invest. Dr. Damages asked a very, very, very deep question with with that show that day. With he said, I'm paraphrasing, with the likes of Oyedepo, Adeboye are aging, they are going off, the generation is going. What happens to the church? Man, that question, that question is that question a classic question. That question we go to ask that question as I mean that question would be more in our conscious now, the more, but it's not going to die. What becomes of the Christendom? That's pretty much what Dr. Damage is asking. What becomes, and people begin to get that they don't understand the seriousness, the power, the Christendom, the Muslim hold, not just in Nigeria as a country, but in humanity. They don't understand. So when he has that question, it's so deep that nobody say you go there. It's not about make you the happy. Insult pastor. No, 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 no. Those people, since the reason they are successful like that, they want this to describe them. It is the amount of power they control, but how? One day we'll talk about that they actually work for whatever they are enjoying today. Because this motherfuckers were everywhere in villages, fasting and praying, do whatever you think, whatever you disagree, argue, but they actually work for it. They not just become big or whatever as we see them today. And that's what we that believe that we can change the system, we have to be doing. Go do where you are not needed. Go where they need you most. The interior villages. Preach. Do like the redeemed. Do like the choosing. Do like the winners. And see if it's not going to it's not going to reflect our votes. But that's a conversation for another day. So when Dr. Damiji actually put that as a topic, it got me thinking. It took me to so many places. What is going to become of them? Now, one thing I know is going to become the church in Nigeria when this generation go. Because right now, all you need to do is look at the generation now where Dr. Lameji pointed out where they cause and the rest, and look at the people in government now at the same generation. So they grew up together, they be friends, they were all in the world together. One go by religious terms, they were all in the world together, partying together, we're flexing together, doing party together. This one, I got to know about this one from Tokwe, you know. So they living the life together, but everybody decided to choose his where and go excel. So now that question goes to what we always talk about here, man of prestige. I think last night you asked me the same question about Shewore, that I say when the big dogs come out, the so-called Atiku obese, their time will come. 20 years from now, nature will take them out of, or either they know they with us again physically, or they are here but they know we are useless, politically speaking. Then the lives of Shewaris. The same thing applies to our religious leader. Then go, yes, maybe their children will take over. But what is also going to change is the relationship between government and the new leaders of the church that's going to come. The relationship is not going to be this cordial, right? Yes, even though if you say, oh, their children are growing up together, that the children of this Oyedepo and the children of our leaders, they all go to the same school, but the reality is not really the same. The kind of company and friend they keep in a way differs, right? That goes deep to affect their psyche, thanks to media and the new technology that separate us, push us apart every day as we sojourn in this jungle. But that relationship we have, the change there will comes in form of law, right? The new guys in government will want to put these guys in check because they don't trust them like that because their reality is different. So they will do what America did, which is what? There will be banks. They will tell them, we go they give you money, grant, loan, just like America. If you are deep into the Christendom in America, you know if you want to start big church, you get some banks where they give loan to churches for their rules. What will be the rules? They will tell you these are no go area, this is how you should preach, this is what you should preach. In that context. So that's what I'd say is going to happen. Because remember, I said it yesterday, the Muslim religion will be dominant religion in Nigeria as time goes on. It will go up to 65 to 70%. No, let's say 60%. Christianity will be like 30%. Then we will the smoking bowl. We'll get more content, we'll increase more. That's why my chance of become president with that message. It will get more traction past the show and it's early days. Anyway, so now once our Muslim brother gain the control of the political structure, this is where the laws will come to place. You cannot preach so way. So like don't be saying you know be preach Jesus Christ, you know be preach but whatever, no. But the message will be such a way, but not to conscientize people to know how. Just like how would they dumb now, we'll continue our dumbness will continue to go. But this time around, but because of that, because of those laws, the people will beginning to backslide. You understand? Just like in America, they don't stop church now, but church is the now old people want to go, but the younger will not be relate again. You see all this in a bullshit. So that's the future that I wait. But again, I will also argue that the future of the Christendom is in the hands of pastors like Pastor Eze, right? Where they get where they fat. We'll talk about that more on a special episode. The future belongs to them. The future belongs to pastor like them, Daddy Freeze, who has the sheep, the leader of the sheep of whatever sheep, I mean, goats, they follow him. That's the future of the Nigerian church, the Nigerian Christianity, the Nigerian Christendom, the embarker of our time. They will go online. It will now be techno religion. Those guys on the internet will have more congregation than people on ground. As I said, the law that the government will put in place will discourage people to be actually they go church Christianity. So people will go more online more. And online, you can be very only online and be in real life. You understand what I'm saying? You are not allowed to smoke in Igbo land, according to Dr. Ameji. I cannot smoke on this platform, but I can smoke outside. That's a typical example. So you have holier than thou as a sheep and goat following Pastor that the phrase. And of course, our wonders and signs and that will be that of Pastor Eze. That's the future in a nutshell of what Dr. Dameji was asking. So it's going to be interesting. What happened after these old men go? The same interesting thing that we are talking about, the Tunubu, Atiku, and Let's Go. What happened? The show will become the superstars. We'll have few people that like the top where they will come back and as according to Man of Prestige, she's a money bag, so she will come and become a and continue the Jagaban political family tree, you know. Iyaloja. She will come around and the likes of a Man of Prestige, you know, coming from a very sophisticated. Because that's if you want to know the future of America, pretty much, you just look to where Man of Prestige they say California. That's the future. Everything will be like robots, technology, biotech, everything is just fucking crazy. Everything. Tree itself go they talk to you. Tree go they talk to you. Houses go they walk out. No house they walk already for America. You move your house. Trees go they talk. I don't know. Shit. So that's the future. So he go come here. He go become a senator representing Imo West. He go come the preach. He go come with Mr. Common Sense like the Money Bruce. Money Bruce. In village people know they know get speedboats to walk out for click. They make love for electronic vehicle. I don't just understand them. Not me, did you be? Boy, it's gonna get it anyway. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, how? See, that's why I was rooting for Monday Paolo as a village man. Like, how do you describe Ben Murray Bruce, for instance? The finest Nigeria can produce. In no of everything was pretty much it's sweet. And they went just like that, very successful. Opportunity for him to actually put in people, just for him people, in the advance for a little bit vehicle. At a time when people no get road, then they say on top of water, they no get speedboat. He was advocating for a little vehicle. So man of prestige will come in 20 years' time, advocating for trees. Make trees, may we put chips on trees, may they talk towards Abuja. where for Imo State, tree they die. See, so I just hope people get what I'm trying to say here. It's crazy. Anyway, Najama, people like Lege, Lege Miami of Lagos of Tokwe Abiweti, everything they talk. Lege Miami of Tokwe. So the future is fun. As I said, if you read Enlightenment Now by Steven Pinker, now them intellectuals of Democrats. To them, the world we are in paradise already because everybody for Africa get iPhone. So the world is a blessing. It can never get better than that. My God, so I think that's what all of them they call themselves liberal. So instead of man of person to come and advocate for people to have more trees because they make them put chips for tree. Tọ́pẹ́ go come as a Iyaloja of Èkó, Ìsàlẹ̀ Èkó, àwọn Ìsàlẹ̀, where Tọ́pẹ́ dey should be from Ìsàlẹ̀. If you I don't begin look am another way, say àwọn Èkó rèé, àwọn ọmọ Ìsàlẹ̀ Èkó, àwọn Jagagbá. So she will come to and take over from that time. They will join Ladipo. They will join Ladipo market with Idumota market, with Alaba International market, with Alaba Rago market, with Aja market, Shango Tedo, Ekpe, Wuse market, Monday market for Meduguri, Nnewi market. That's 52 Iweka Road, Onisha, all those area, all those they go join everything together. Tokbe will come become the Iyaloja of markets because it's coming from Texas. Texas will become one of the, I don't know, Texas will be so fucking rich. I don't know the way Texas they go. So Texas future is just unimaginable. I seriously don't do in the next 100 years. I don't know how Texas will look like. It will just be so. Topper will come with those kind of ideology and just take over the whole market in Nigeria. But Obama market, Obama no go join. That's where Nigeria man come into play. Nigeria man go say, "Come, that na American thing. No cara come here, no cara come here. We don't work out. We get where we no carry that American gra come here. Na lie." You go say you go make it like if you take everywhere, it's not bad market. It's not bad market. You know they go anywhere. No, Tokwe no be Ikoyi babe. Tokwe is more like Tinubu. Tokwe belong to the Tinubu political family. Àwọn Iyaloja, àwọn Ìsàlẹ̀, Ìsàlẹ̀ Èkó. No be them be Awori. Awori na towards the Badagry, towards the Ojo side. Hey, so I am. When they give us our states, we no want. When they give us our state finish, if we want say we want state, few states won't come together and say they won't go. Now on Asabi. But let's encourage competition within the states. This idea of local government autonomy, oh, the other one, yes, it's good, but no. Go all out. Go all out. So at least Monday now, Monday good advocate say people know that we know the chop for village. No be say Monday now no go even know what they call a drone. Monday no even care about all those things. Say many people they drive electronic car. No. Monday no say we don't get light, so we don't need electronic car. You will focus. You see the difference? Islander, even the Islander self, you get level. That is a leko. Wait up where come from so. That na different thing. Na another level. That one na then they set the pace. And then they bring they set the agenda of the day, agenda of the week, agenda of the year. Now for Isaleko. And any agenda that said Isaleko, cut across all the Yoruba nation or go up to Brazil. Oh. No be say na only people in Naija. Oh. You go read, you go fill out for everywhere where they dey. That's how powerful Isaleko people. I see video with themselves. Because I dey talk online, the audio no dey come out well, so I no go grasp wetin the man dey try talk. So yes, you understand how the world works. That becomes sacrosanct that Biafra will be a reality. It's just when and how the Muslim Brotherhood will gain the upper hand in the Nigerian state. They'll get the upper hand in the Nigerian state. How that will play out, only God knows. But that now leads to Biafra getting their small piece of land back. What it's all about, I don't know. With I don't know. Well, as Bola Tinubu as Bola Tinubu goes, the Yoruba's agenda, future speaking, begins to pan out. I don't see them going the separative route. Kind of just gra to get power. They're not going anywhere. Why? Because it's all about location. There is a reason why the Islamic Brotherhood is coming through. They came through the north and they are taking the island again. I'm taking the island. I'm taking the Biafra route. Right? There's a reason why they no come through the Ghana could be Lagos territory will be the last fight, and they know that might lead to the whole empire crumbling. When I mean crumbling all the way to the other West African hegemony that they will control, or they will stop there and take their win. For as long as they can keep that and let the future determine if what will be the end. So the Yorubas understand that. They understand the power of their location. So they are believing that because of their location, because of
They've been near water. I mean, that's the best thing. You cannot really attack them from that angle. They have already covered. So the water, so everything that has to come into your territory, to some extent, it has to come into them. And it has to go to the east. Yeah. So that monopoly is enjoyable. So if they allow Biafra go, they will lose that monopoly, and easily that will give the Muslim brother a dream to say, okay, let's physically go for the land. Ideologically, mentally, they are already there. They are already in the Yoruba space, right? They know if you take more land, that's why they stop for that learning. But ideologically, they are everywhere already. They are the Muslim Brotherhood. Now, I'm talking about the future of Nigeria, my own focus. You know, not away my focus card before I will continue my story. If you are enjoying, I know you will stick around. If you are not enjoying, you will don't go. Let me tell you where my focus will come from.
If government enter my backyard and see crude oil, they say that they are old. What if they enter my backyard and see Igbo? Now, who get them? After you go say me, I no get focus. But I don't yam focus.
Yes. Now let's focus. Let's continue. So now another aspect that will be a that will play a very vital role in all this future, you know, picture that I'm painting in terms of the Muslim Brotherhood getting the upper hand, taking the political structure of the land, the Biafra inching closer to losing the land, or getting the victory that they've all worked hard for or dreamed for, which is the Biafra. As I said, everything that the Yorubas have their role is very strategic. How do we keep these people keep going at each other and keep and position ourselves to be the financial, not just to be the financial hub of the region, the business capital of the region, but most importantly, the whole West Africa. Because two things will happen. Either they become stronger and Eco Atlantic become the hub and playground of the rule and powerful of the whole world. That means we represent the whole continent of Africa. Or Lagos State get its own autonomy and still go from there. Now, the other factor that we have that is a game changer in the Nigerian future is technology, cyber economy, the latest, game changer in the world, the fintech. If you want to, I mean, the little advantage that part of the world we have, we come from the south people, the southern elite. We control. We have the monopoly of the cyber economy in Nigeria, in pretty much in West Africa, the cyberspace, whether they like it or not. Our elite, the southern elite, we have the monopoly of the cyberspace in Africa. And I'm not saying that's enough to say would they rush through that with America and the Western world, but I'm talking about in terms of if there's any achievement, any improvement, any damage, anything, whatever, even in the worst, in the cyber, in the war space, and shit, I'll get caught.
Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know. I got a call, and the internet decided to what it does best and just. So, where was I? Where was we? Where were we? Where were we? What were we? Let's see. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Let me take this inspiration message.
I mean, you said 3 or 4 candidates.
If government enter my backyard and see crude oil, they say that they are old. What if they enter my backyard and I see Igbo? Now, who get them? After you go say me, I no get focus. But I don't yam focus.
Yes, I'm focused now. The role of technology, cyber economy, and however word you want to use, English, nobody. fortunate. We have a big, you play a big role. You'll be a game changer. But as I said, now Southern Nigeria will control, will dominate that aspect of technology as we go on. So now, is that enough to give those that hold government power on for their money? I would say let's wait what this US election will do, because that will say a lot. Because the Democrats run the cyber world. The Democrats run the cyber world. The Democrats run Silicon Valley. If they pull it off, our southern merchants have a shot. The victory for Biafra has a shot in our lifetime. If not, I don't know. We'll leave that to God knows. My better is up. But let's go to Equity Land. Welcome back. Yes, sir.
If government enter my backyard and see crude oil, they say that they are old. What if they enter my backyard and see Igbo? Now, who get them? After you go say me, I no get focus. But I don't yam focus.
Remember, we are refocused. Back to that question that I was talking about that Dr. Dameji asked, what becomes of churches? If our daddy Geos and mommy Geos, so John, another way to look at it is that it is the best time for the activists, quote unquote, politicians, those who really are patriotic, who want to get more full, who want to take over the system, who want to go. This is his time to take over the church structures. What do I mean? Not necessarily to go church to APC or PDP or AAC. No, 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 no. I don't know if people pay attention during the electoral daily campaign. Some churches, some pastors became revolutionary overnight. That's what I'm talking about. That's what happened in the 60s when every other way of coming together to gather, to plan, to protest, to organize is becoming difficult because government don't infiltrate everywhere for the CIA and everything. The natural place to go to is the church. Church become a place to organize, a place to care for people, a place to go to war, a place to keep guns. That's exactly what happened during the 60s. That's when people like Martin Luther King got to reach to prominence because of their oratory prowess, ability for them to actually express the pain, the feeling of the ordinary people as at that time, vocalizer and his understanding of the system, how it works, which is where his own personal knowledge has to come to play. Match that makes him the superhero that he's. So goes to Malcolm X, every other leader. So now the time to go into churches and talk about the structure of this. When the leader are not there again, the head die. What happened to the body? The body begins to look forward. They will want to stick around to see who's the leader. They'll give him a chance to see or her a chance to see if they can see that spark that hold that their papa, the owner of the church has for them. While exploring that, they will have instead of them to backslide and go back to the world or join other congregation. No, they would rather now come find Solomon with freedom fighters, with activists. Because guess what? Now the same rule that they play, just that they plan from different place and different rules, right? Church they preach togetherness, freedom, blah blah blah. The same thing the revolutionaries, right? So that the congregation, the people that will be leaving church that cannot take the heat that come from the fact that their leader no day again will find comfort in being a revolutionary instead. Join more revolutionary organization. So it's our time we go in there. And the politicians know that too. That's why you are seeing all these things that you are doing. So instead of looking at it from a very negative angle, church no good, they are the problem. No, look at the structure. Their structure is of this world. You have to study it. They are everywhere. And they no buy them. They did it with time, with organizing, working. Every Saturday, they are in one village or the other. They be chosen. Yeah, go a fishing. Some ridiculous, they begin to print pamphlets, Rhapsody of Reality. Like they put in the work. We might begin to see they come, but we undervalue the days of their humble beginning, as we say. So they've put structures everywhere. You go everywhere in the village where you see one, two, three people that they gather, they pray in the Muslim way or in the Christian way. That's where you have to go meet them, sit with them. Let them know that they are also part of the body of Christ. The body of Christ in this sense is Nigeria. Nigeria is the body of Christ. They are part of it. Talk to a Muslim that Nigeria is I don't know the word to use because it's very easy to say you blaspheme or you talk about. It's pretty much a body that everybody is part of. So religious belief, whatever belief, these are just fruits. Nigeria is the body. I cut the fruit, I eat them, you feel good. You feel good. Cut the tree, everybody feel bad. Or you feel good, whatever that comes out of that. So now that the leadership is growing, our generation they go, so they are going with a lot. The church will never be the same again. It's either get better or get worse. If the likes of the Ayude Kwandeboye go. So they are going with a lot because they've been there for what? 30 years, if I'm not mistaken, especially these two leaders and that of Deeper Life. These are decades in charge. So once they leave, they are living with a lot that you cannot replicate. Their ideology, their style, their experience, their ways of doing things, of seeing things, of applying things, of that whole thing is pretty much is the core ingredients that make the winner what it is today, that make Redeem what it is today, that make other church what it is today. So they are taking a chunk of portion of one make that institution what it is gone forever, not replicable. We can only replace it. Now you are replacing it with different things at all. So it will take time for the whole structure to adjust to the new leadership. And that is where the risks of losing and gaining more people comes in from. So a lot of people will go with that the freeze, go with Jerry Eze and likes. They will come. A lot of people will go to I don't know Showore, but Showore style. Well, I don't know. It's few will go there because them are activists too. So few will go with. So then few will start. Few will go to with those churches. I don't see a Redeemite becoming a winner becoming a Redeemite. That's the possibility of that happen. They lower than a Redeemite going to join Mbaka, like somebody who's more radical, like these guys from House on the Rock, for Adefarasi them. You know, those people will go and if you look at the past election, at them they speak up because guess what? Now their generation they expire to go into government. Cut across the board, now them be the elite, right? Now their generation, those in 50s and 60s, now they won't come out there about them now. So if you look at the new generational churches that we gain from these old guys, I see the Paul like the Pharisee, and you can tell already the way they preach it these days during the election. They spoke out, you know, they never say, "Oh, I'm neutral. I'm not going to support." All those are just ways of I'm here somewhere, you know. I did listen to the snippets of the guy. China Trem, I've been at all of them there are outside there anyway. I say outside, yeah, the big there. The guy who relocated now to America, seeing wife and your wife relocated because of what? So it's the way it talks. You just have to. So those are the next people, the people that cannot cope with the fact that the leadership is not the same again. They will go that way and join if the revolutionary movement is still there to go by, they will lose some to those people too. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't talk for 2 hours. That's good, and I got to go to work in the next few hours. So, and man, you did work. That's where we is. The future, there's so much possibilities. So anything will happen. Oh, if it's a boss tomorrow, we are all animals. So anything will happen. Oh, it's not why the talk so not just me. Future, trying to paint the future that I see from the kind of material I have access to, the kind of life I live. It's just my strictly the opinion of things. But anything will happen. If the country visit go up in flame tomorrow, if it become a paradise tomorrow, right? Yes, it's pregnant. Like Coach Lati Ubisheso will always tell me. Say, this guy in a container. We don't know what it is inside. We just the trainer for everything. Long distance, short distance, everything. When we open the container, we'll know what he's going to specialize on. So that's what Nigerian future is. It's pregnant. Can't deliver anything. Yeah, Nigeria has 64. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think we are doing well in some with a caveat, of course, because I don't know the kind of negotiation that went through our independence is what I need to spend time and resources on to get to, because I don't get it. Anyway, what they go on for Middle East? Oh, Middle East on fire. We just there. We don't do anything already. Israel is going back and forth between Lebanon, Hezbollah, and Israel. Israel too. They are fighting three wars all around. Those guys are well, that's American way of doing shit anyway. So Israel are on with Houthis. They are on with Gaza, with the Israeli people. They're also on with Hezbollah. She getting real. It's getting real. Russia and Ukraine are not that one too is. I mean, the whole world is just is lit. Ah! Meanwhile, there's a hot debate between the two vice presidential candidates yesterday between Jenny Vance and what? Bottles. Man, this game, America, I don't know. Is if you are in this country, yeah, and I don't know, they see tomorrow. Something is wrong. So now, if you don't read the um, manufacturing consent by Noam Chomsky and Hannah Nabi, yeah. Wait, oh, see na fuck that guy. I don't read so many of his. See now, manufacturing consent, abi how the world works, how government works. Anyway, it paint a scenario. No, not even paint a scenario. It literally describe what happened, the media role when they did bombard Gaddafi. Oh my God! Like how CNN, like how they know beforehand, they know exactly when the bomb will drop, so they have to be that time they have to go live. It describes how it has to coincide with the prime time when with prime time now we say people from North America and about three different time zone now we did for SF. So prime time are like when we say pretty much all the zones. Everybody, if you are on air, pretty much every all the zone can actually see you. Yeah, so it doesn't now. Maybe as you talk in the morning here now, when the man of God will call say, we are 3 hours behind. I wake up early. You understand? So those kind of times. So there's a prime time where we say everybody go. So Noam Chomsky describe how the Pentagon, the people who want bomb, they had to reconcile with, they had to work hand in hand with the CNN. It's like it's so I think they describe and that's exactly what happened yesterday again. So not a lot of people know the debate today between JD Vance and what? Like serious debate. That actually have to they like I mean serious in the sense from an election with everybody don't forget when they do election in Israel. Oh, it's crazy. So yeah, and that serious election is getting heated up like say tomorrow no deal. But guess what? At that time when they got a prime time it will be now. At that same time, few hours before, like pretty much that time, CNN, CBS, Fox were going live. They tell us how Iran want to drop their missile, and it's happening exactly as they were airing it live. But at the same time, there's a debate. ah, I just remember Noam Chomsky. I was like, what the heck is going on? What a time. So that's America, man. It's a beauty. If you really work too much, you will love things you will just dey see things they play and you like so and if you dey do spend your time they do more research and whatever. Anyway, so everything they happen live at the same time. If not, how? Because the question you go ask yourself, how they take us they want drop bomb so time? Then they give them say you get like you go just look, just like we say, man. So as we speak, this is not to make light of what is going on. Shit is happening. It's going real. It don't mean that. So three wars are going on concurrently. I mean simultaneously. I will now speak grammar. Then what is Ukraine is not nothing is slowing down within Ukraine and Russia. But that of China Sea, Russia, Chinese zone within that region is heating up like tomorrow no day too. Heavy. As soon as the election over, because all these things they will maintain because this is attention only derived from the election, right? Everything now up because the election. So when election come over like this, nothing is going to slow down. Don't be deceived. One way Trump will say, if you come, I go end this world. No. What is happening? What is happening within America political elite, within the elite? Now, as already we talked about Sunday, right? America now is run by the academic elite and the corporation. They work together. Of course, Pentagon and all like the right. So the academic elite and the business elite and are caught in between Democrat and Republican. But there's another third party, which is the administrative states, aka deep states. That's the real shade. So that will get their own life. We need the Republican, Democrat can do whatever the fuck they want. Can talk rubbish all how they want. How they go head war, how they go, it's not up to them. Right? So what will happen more if it be say yes, an attempt will be made to end Ukraine, gradually and all that before if not Trump win before the end of his time. Somebody say go happen like that. No, they will still continue. But the whole thing we say they go turn the heat up on China. They go turn the heat up on China. How would they do that? Everybody that is with China that is under their control, be ready to call to cease to your relationship because they don't care how much you they own yourself. Be ready to pause it for the meantime. I laugh because of Germany. Guy, I like go to Germany. They tell Germany they come. First of all, when Trump first come, I remember Trump stopped the nuclear deal between America, the West, and Iran. I remember the deal with Obama and his, I like this game. The deal with Obama and his first side. Trump calls him, fuck that shit. Then they stop him there, Angela Merkel. You remember Angela Merkel? Our amiable leader. Our Angela Merkel now, the woman. Angela Merkel, I like the woman, I like her. I think if there's any leader that embody the saying that you know go dey power forever. So fuck it. If there's any leader that embody that, you go see her name with that woman. She was like, fuck it. I don't go there forever anyway. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I think is right. So when Trump end that day, then she carry her 2 left leg, come out, they run her mouth. Nah, that's nobody can stop us from doing our business with we are still going to be all this in our business anyway. The whole point are make their business people we support them, people support, make them do business for them, make them they import export Mercedes, you understand? BMWs, all those German machines go there. This is what it's about, right? But when you stop that deal, Iran go say, okay, fuck all of you, man. We're gonna milk all this place again. This is what this game is about. So Angela Merkel come and say, no, man. Trump cannot tell us what to do around that. Okay. The next morning, the following morning, all the German captain, all the German big men there, all the businessmen, all the Mercedes and everybody, all of them gather themselves. They assemble themselves. Like so they pour the cold water. They say, whatever that Angela Merkel they do, that now, no. That we are not part of it. I don't even laugh. Some people will all go and tell us. So when we talk of freedom, when we talk of saying you are being colonized, it has nothing to do with the poor people. Of course, the poor people they are the receiving end, right? All these oligarchy governments gang up on the poor people. But the real freedom now at the top, you are the big man, you get money, you don't be moving anyhow. You don't be doing whatever you want. That's embarrassing, right? You work so hard. That's why Elon Musk has to put $44 billion on Twitter. Because they don't literally they shut them up. Could help me. You guys say, nah, man. If I don't make this kind of measure, I can do whatever the fuck I want to some extent. I mean, if they can kick out the sitting president Donald Trump off Twitter, all this happened at that time, we know the man. There's some real shit that is bigger than Republican and Democrat. Whew. So Jama, man, I pity them. Now they don't. So any country that is under uh, American business leaders' control, as they don't take over all our businesses in Nigeria. Once they tell you say, they see your two left leg for China again, you are in trouble. So people don't understand. See, there's a law that actually was introduced, I think actually passed in 2022 by U.S. New York Congressman Milk, something Milk, that says has to, I'm paraphrasing, has to do with land that if you they hate Russia in any way, as an individual, as an entity, you will get them. So that's why I kind of like funny kind of the MFK waiting being crime. I don't know. I think exactly at that long I catch up. So if you are under their business control, if they tell you they don't see your two left leg again, but after the people don't want to see your two left leg again for Beijing. You say that's it. You try them, you're out of power. So when I see German, I don't feel laugh. What is happening to German? French, I don't know. French. Macron, I like Macron. Macron knows the days are not bad, but he's trying to get a foot at the UE, that European Union, or making it the relevant to the neoliberals for the what's ahead. But he knows say the businessmen, the Russian, the French businessmen, those ones, they all know they are easy. They be the kind they are too left leg, they don't go Beijing anyhow. Even where America they tell them they come. Respect yourself, follow the rules. They don't agree. I say okay. Now they activate Niger, activate Burkina Faso. Ah, Lord Jesus. I they activate Niger, activate Burkina Faso, activate Mali. Ah, now in those men knows okay, these people, this is serious. Now they begin say, okay. Ah, you calm down now. In fact, we go send boys boys go Russia. We go send boys go Russia. That's when Macron begin to say they'll put foot on the ground. When Russia tell them if they see anything, they will collect. This is how the game works. Now Ronald or whatever that's the second richest, I mean, the richest man in the world, and then they run France. America, they say, come, there's real shit going on. We want you to stop fucking with these Chinese people. These people no agree. They will collect themselves a number, they go Beijing. I said, okay, all right. America said, all right. And they activated Nigeria, activate Burkina, activate everywhere. They begin to enter scatter. So I like France. I like France. I like them. They know they flex their muscle, but they know they overdo them. They overdo them. Ah, so I said, yeah, shit is real. So if so they go turn off it on China. Trump will know how to do that. That doesn't mean if camera come, things go be really different. No. Mbano. Just like the style when they say they turn. I mean, after all the tariff where Trump put on China within the time when Biden come, they continue am. But nobody know. In fact, they do worse. They have to implement law, right? The Chip Act law, the industrial, all those way a lot of things nine they hidden on that, and that's why I should go and read all your regional trade deals, right? You go see how they take phrase out. Enslaved people. Doesn't matter where you are. From America, from London, you go work like Jackie, nothing, and you'll be happy after all. Now we believe in a community word. Now work tire. Anyway, um, so if Kavanaugh win, right? Of course, I was talking about the division of the elite within the American political structure. So they are divided within these two war. China and Ukraine. Those one they see China as the main threat, as the main situational threat. So they say forget Putin. Putin no get problem. Putin can that far Putin can go. And no matter how far he goes, now Europe he go he go finish Europe. No be he can't even come close to us in a way. So, but then those one where they say now those guys are those guys um the guy where they pretty much are losing power now, the energy guys, right? The energy guys, the fossil fuel old guys who get old money, right? Because of the innovation that is going on in China, it's going to cut them off everything. They're not going to make money as they make money before, capitalizing on dollars and every other crap. So they are on the one that say, come, Mona leave Putin. Putin is not put. Let's focus on this guy. He should not grow more than he's growing. If he's growing more than doing, we are fucked, right? Yes. So that's the other part of it. Then there's the Silicon Valley elite, the modern guys, the guys we want to the fly up and down the air without seeing anybody, right? The futuristic guys, the guys we want, who are thinking out of this world, right? This are the one that say, come, China na good thing. The more China they advance their technology, is giving us competition. We are working together. We take over the world anyway. After all, the way that they run 1.4 billion people successfully, everybody cannot do what they want. I mean, the way that they talk about that. I think that's a good thing. We can replicate it here. We can replicate it all over the freaking world. That's what they are taking into. The China model is what they believe they can replicate all over the world. So joining Silicon Valley and China, if they come together, that's a word that people like Elon Musk are telling us how to imagine, right? The likes of Osley, Brave New Worlds. I mean, that's the word they are talking about. It can come together. So the Democrat are seeing that possibility like that. Of course, that means the old world is going to die. Old world means the old money, the fuel money, the oil money. It's not going to be ready by again. We have real money now that the old system cannot control anymore. So that's what you are seeing playing out. So those ones that say come, free China. China is a good thing. Let's focus on that guy with war. So, but from the main party, the deep state, the administration state, the main party, these are distractions. The two are as important as Israel and Palestine. So that's the third angle to it. A tri-party, to use our grammar. But that of Israel and what is going on in the middle is more of an ideology push, right? Economy, technology, and Russia and China. Weaponry and the future war, whatever, Russia. Ideology, Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, I end there. Share, like, and subscribe. We'll share again tomorrow.